Hi everyone, I'm Wang Gang. That's right, as you can see, I'm going camping again. Today, the tent I'm bringing is still, in fact, the Enran two-person tent, and this particular color is brown. Today, we brought it along because we want to experience what it's like in the rain, as the forecast said there would be moderate to heavy rain in Shuangmaxi today. I just applied waterproof glue to this tent yesterday, so I want to see how well it holds up in heavy rain. I hope you all will enjoy this. Let's get going. Now, let me show you all the gear I'll be bringing for my 2-day camping trip. It's all right here. Of course, aside from the ingredients for tonight's meal, today I brought a Z-Pack backpack with a capacity of about 60 liters, and now I'm going to pack all my gear into this backpack. First of all, I want to tell everyone what I brought. An X-Bed sleeping pad, an Enran 2 brown tent, and this is my storage bag. I also have a fishtail air pump, my 2 water bottles, this is my spare battery, this is my cooking oil, and these are my seasonings because I'm going to fry steak tonight. I also have a small knife. These are my toiletries. This is my pillow, and this is a bag for organizing my things. This is a small table board, some extra guy lines, and I also brought extra tent stakes. I want to emphasize 2 points. Be sure to bring more tent stakes. This way, when using a tent outdoors, you'll be prepared for any unexpected needs. And then there are the gas canisters. I brought 2 pots, one for making coffee, the other for frying steak and cooking noodles tomorrow morning. And since it might rain tonight, I brought an ultralight umbrella. This is our trash bag. This is a saw, and this is breakfast for tomorrow morning. I also have a mosquito repellent spray. These 2 bags are both used to store my small accessories and gear. I also brought a raincoat, just in case it rains, so I need to be a bit more careful. I also brought an extra summit pack. This one is from Enran. If my gear doesn't fit, I might use this summit pack as a backup. I also brought 2 trekking poles, and I want to emphasize this point. The tent I'm using requires standard trekking poles that can be adjusted in length. Do not bring trail running poles. Trail running tents are foldable, so their size can't meet requirements for this Enran tent. Now that I've introduced my gear, let's take a look at how I pack it into my backpack. Oh, and finally, I want to talk about my down sleeping bag. This is a Western Mountaineer sleeping bag. I really like its square quilting pattern. It gives a strong sense of dimension. Since it can be fully open from the side, it's just like a small quilt, which gives me another option, especially when sleeping in the summer so it doesn't get too hot. Let's pack up the sleeping bag first, because the sleeping bag needs to go at the bottom of the backpack. When packing the backpack, you can just stuff this down sleeping bag directly into the bag. Compress it as much as you possibly can to make it even smaller, so that we can save more space in our travel backpack. Then, these small miscellaneous items are put into the storage pouch. This pot is designed so that you can conveniently store small items inside it, such as gas canisters and your camping stove, which helps you save space and keep your gear organized when packing for a trip or heading outdoors. Then, put all the other small accessories into the storage bag as well, and try to compress the space as much as possible. First, place the sleeping pad, accessories, and down sleeping bag at the bottom, since these are the last items you'll take out. I especially like this wooden cup. It's great for drinking coffee and has a really nice texture. Put these into the pot. This is a garbage bag we designed and made with "I love freedom" printed on it. Who wouldn't like freedom? Trekking poles can be stored beside a backpack. The tent poles are also packed inside, so the overall size might be just a bit larger than expected. If we want to save some packing space, we can take out the tent poles and then compress the tent further, making it even more compact. Now my backpack is completely and thoroughly packed. Let's now take a careful look at its total weight. It It weighs a total of 9.16 kilograms. If we're hiking in the summer, we might pass through some grassy areas. At this time, I suggest you bring some mosquito repellent. It's already starting to drizzle now, and I've arrived at the campsite. I'll set up my tent first, better get it done before it starts raining heavily. Everyone, make sure to use trekking poles for support, don't use trail running poles. Trail running poles can't be adjusted to the proper height. There is also this kind of integrated tent. Its advantages are obvious, especially on rainy days. See, I've just finished setting up the shelter. Now we can put the equipment in the tent. First, I'll arrange all my gear inside the tent. Once the gear is organized, we'll start cooking. These small storage bags are very useful outdoors, helping us keep all our gear well organized. You should also bring a figure-8 carabiner like this. With it, you can easily hang the Go Zero lamp inside the tent, providing essential lighting at night. It's also fun to use this as a fan. This is the fishtail air pump. First, attach the nozzle to the air pump and use it to fully inflate our sleeping pad. It takes less than a minute to get it done. This is for storing shoes and other items. If it's a rainy day, I recommend putting your shoes under the tent floor to prevent them from getting wet if the wind picks up. Because for one person, sleeping in this double tent is absolutely no problem in terms of space. about to rain now, so let's pack up and get ready to head home. When taking down the tent, we need to shake it out to get it as clean as possible, since there are a lot of water droplets on it. When you get home, make sure to let it dry completely before storing it. Now we're getting ready to pack up the tent. We'll zip up both the inner and outer layers and neatly store away all the guy lines. This way, it'll be much more convenient for us to use next time. If you're packing up the tent when it's raining, you can shake the tent first to get rid of the water droplets. When removing the tent poles, press down gently and slowly pull them out, or carefully push them out, never, ever yank them. Then use the ground sheet to wrap around the outer tent. This way, the tent body is more wear resistant, so the tent won't be easily damaged. Get all the air out. Now the entire tent is packed up. Then we can separate the poles from the tent, and then we can compress it a little bit smaller. Don't forget to pack up the tent stakes as well. Carefully and thoroughly clean off all the dirt from them. If you're not an ultra lightweight camper, I recommend bringing a few extra tent stakes, since they're an essential item. Bringing a few more is always good in case of emergencies. Try to fit the tent poles into your backpack as well to avoid losing or misplacing them. Now the weight of the whole backpack should be less than 9 kilograms. That's the end of today's camping sharing, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful journey. See you next time. Bye bye.